Namaste. Let us study the next problem, liquidator's final statement of accounts. Week Limited went into voluntary liquidation on 1st July 2016. Week Limited, here 1st July 2016 it goes. They have given the share capital. There is preference share capital. There is equity share capital. Reserves and surplus, profit and loss account. It doesn't matter. We need not take this profit and loss account. Then they have given long-term borrowings 5% debentures, so we have to make this payment, and creditors we have to make this payment. There is asset, plant and machinery, plant is there here 2 lakh, then stock, debtors, cash. So this much information is given. So preference dividend was in arrears for 1 year and payable on liquidation. So we have to make the payment of this preference dividend. Plant and stock realized. So this is the realized value. Debtors rupees 25,000 were bad. So bad debt is there. So from the debtors we have to deduct this. Okay. Creditors include 5,000 preferential creditors. So from creditors, like we have to separate the preferential creditors 5,000. Liquidation expenses is given. Liquidators remuneration is agreed 2%. 2% they said. So this 2% we have to take into consideration. Realized except cash. So usually we don't take unless and until they specify cash is to be taken. We are not supposed to take cash in the assets realized. So 2% on assets realized and 2% on the amount distributed to equity shareholders. See, this is a new adjustment. How much we are distributing to equity shareholders, on that 2% commission should be given to the liquidator. That means what? This is a hint. So we are making all other payments and we are paying to the equity shareholders also, right? So debentures were paid on 31st December 2016. So it is at the end of the year it is paid. Prepare liquidator's final statement. Let us see one by one. Assets realized. Here the amount realized from the asset shall be taken into account and not the book value of the asset in the balance sheet. As we are always taking, we have to take the realized value, not the book value. Cash. The cash balance as per given balance sheet should be shown on the receipt side. So cash we are showing as usual. Debtors. Debtors they have given 25,000 bad. So we have to deduct from the debtors. 1,50,000 minus 25,000 is 1,25,000. This we have to take, and it is assumed that it is realized because they have given the bad debts amount, right? Profit and loss account, I told you we need not take into consideration. Okay. Then debentures. So debenture holders are always treated as creditors secured by the floating charge. So we are always paying them first before paying the preferential creditors. So we have to make the payment to the debenture holders first, then preference shareholders. Then interest outstanding on debentures. So in the case of solvent companies, whether if they have sufficient cash to pay off all the liabilities, interest and debentures is paid up to the date of payment. So till the date of payment we have to pay. Accordingly, interest on debentures is payable from the date of winding up to the date of repayment. So in this case what happens? There is surplus, in the sense shareholders have the money, right? So what we are supposed to do? Date of winding up. They said in the problem 1st July till the date of repayment. Repayment, what did they say? The payment will be made on 31st December. So 6 months period is there. So debenture interest should be paid. So what is the debenture value? 60,000 into, that is 5% debentures into 6 by 12. So 1,500 should be paid as the debenture interest. Clear? Unsecured creditors, sundry creditors, they have given that is 1,03,000 total creditors. So 5,000 should be considered as preferential. Liquidators final statement. Week Limited. So cash is given in the problem, right? 3,000. Then assets realized. So which are the assets? Plant, debtors. So debtors I told you, the good debtors only we are writing. So it is 4 lakh. Here liquidators remuneration we have to find out. So liquidation expenses we are writing. We'll find out liquidators remuneration. Liquidators remuneration here, what did they say? 2% on total assets realized except cash. Assets realized 4 lakh, right? So on that 2% commission, 4 lakh into 2%, that is 8,000. Then what did they say? Whatever cash is distributed to the equity shareholders, on that a commission is being paid, right? So we'll see how much cash is distributed among the shareholders. So total cash available 3,000 and 4 lakh. So 4 lakh 3,000, right? Then liquidators remuneration on assets realized. So 4 lakh into 2%, 8,000. Then liquidation expenses we have to pay. Debenture holders we have to pay. So how to pay the debenture holders? Debenture plus interest for 6 months, right? 60,000 plus 1,500. Then preferential creditors, that is 5,000. Then unsecured creditors remaining 98,000. Only these many payments we have to make. So total payment is 1,74,100. When you are deducting this, you will get 2,28,900. So preference capital we have to give them back. So 1,20,000. Usually we are adding the preference dividend here, but in this case they haven't given the rate. So we are writing only that much. So balance of cash available to equity shareholders 1,08,900. Now liquidators remuneration on cash distributed to equity shareholders we have to find out. So whether there is deficit or surplus, this we have to see. In this case, what is the equity capital? How much exactly we have to pay to the equity shareholders here? 20,000 equity shares of rupees 10 is 2 lakh. We are supposed to pay 2 lakh rupees. But do we have sufficient balance? We have only 1,08,900. That means we have deficit. When there is deficit, so you know what is the formula, right? So 1,08,900 into 2 divided by 102, 2,178. So balance of cash available to equity shareholders, how much? So this much, this was the amount 1,08,900 minus commission paid. We have to pay the commission to liquidator. So 1,06,722 should be paid to the equity shareholders. Now what is the total commission? So 2% on total assets, that is on 4 lakh 2%, 8,000. 2% on the amount distributed to equity shareholders. This we have calculated already. 2,178. Total 10,178 should be paid to the equity shareholders. So in the liquidators final statement, cash we have written, assets we have written, liquidators remuneration we have to write. So after calculating we can write this. Liquidation expenses we have written, then debenture holders 60,000 plus interest we are paying this. Preferential creditors, then comes next comes unsecured creditors, then preference shareholders, then finally equity shareholders. The total of both the sides 4,03,000, right? I hope it is clear.